This is a Knaus Box Life camper van. Now for something like this you're looking at around 68,000 euros, and it is the shortest camper van there is. I mean, when I say proper one, you can actually stand up, and that's say 541 centimeters. Now as I come in, I know it says here integrated fly screen. The integrated fly screen is here, and all camper vans now offer that. In fact, if they don't, there is something wrong. I mean, it's a bit like, say, it's got an engine, and anyway, this thing here, I'll take you around the full thing first. What I like about a 541 is it's a very small footprint. So 5.5 meters in one direction under, plus what's the other in the other direction, 205 centimeters in width. So that is quite good. Here we've got the bed is being contoured to get in the bathroom. I'll open up some of the storage here as well, so you can see what the storage looks like. And here we've got a wardrobe. You have a look down there. We'll also have a look at some of the drawers, and there's immediately something, not quite immediately, I've been in this for 1.5 minutes before I find something I don't like, and it's got these daft drawers with a brake in the side. Well, the point of putting a brake in, I suppose, is to keep the weight down, but surely you can find a lightweight material which comes up to the top. Why don't you want it like that? Because what happens, because the vehicle's shaking around and moving around, unless you're going to leave it in the same position all the time, and things fall down the sides. And if anybody at Knaus ever went out in a vehicle and used one of their own vehicles, they would know that. And that is why you need a side that goes all the way up. Let's have a look in here. Right, so next thing in here, okay, the shower's got two drainage holes. That's a plus, but they're both little ones. And that is the next thing which is wrong. You can't actually, you need, when you if you don't have nets or something like that, or something to catch all the bits that come off you, you're gonna get, all the pipes are gonna get blocked, and they take ages to find out how to clear them. So what really should be are two domestic ones, for which a net or something can be purchased. I've been looking for a net for my own vehicle for 8 years and I still haven't found one. So if anybody knows where to get one, please let me know. Right, let's come in here. Next thing. Right, so there's me in the mirror. There's you know, it's 541 centimeters, so you can't expect too much space in here. And so that's not the length of the washroom, that's the length of the van. And right, now, okay, molded sink here again with the daft small and this is a good example because there's already got some stuff, there's already got some bits in here which has fallen off something. And when you see bits falling off things at a show like this one, that's fallen off something in this van, don't know quite what. And that's not a good sign, because again, once more, vehicles like this, they're in motion all the time and bits fall off because of vibration. But hey, right, another thing here, a tap like this, that's really, I think, far too big, in my opinion, far too chunky for a tiny little thing like that. Maybe that's just a minor, maybe that's just me being difficult. Got this bit here which seems a bit daft, but I can really see the point of that, keeping soap and things in it. There's a bit storage down there. If anybody says, oh, that's wood, it'll get all wet, yeah, well, it will get all wet, but it's not wood, and I hope it's waterproof, although knowing the quality that Knaus offers, and maybe it isn't. It's got a curtain here. Curtains are awful in vans. Well, sorry, they're awful anyway, because they stick to your body, and particularly if it's a really small space as it is in here. So I'd personally, I'd take the curtain out completely. Having said, I might put a curtain in my own vehicle, but that's because I haven't got a door in the toilet, and it gets embarrassing when people come around. And finally, I'd have to say this is not very deep at all, and that is a problem, because if your water's in it and it doesn't for whatever reason go out, it's gonna go over the top and into your van and probably get between the cracks between the floor and the shower tray, because that's the sort of quality we can expect here. And so that's the next thing. Right, that's rather critical, but it's my job is not to sell these things, it's to tell you the problems. It's got a nice oh, it's got the same as mine as well, I think. Skylight up there. Right, it says that there's two foam layer here. Well, we can't see it to see it, so don't know. And you can take this these boards out to give clearance. Also, of course, the rear bed will move up. All right, and come here. Right, so it says it's got soft close function. We'll just see if that works. There we go. It works. I did it last year and it didn't work, so that problem's been fixed. A table, well, I suppose you can't expect anything bigger in a vehicle of this size. And one thing you can do here is actually, I think you can separate the chairs so they're a bit further apart. If you don't sit too close to the person there, then you can have to pull that out, which I suppose isn't a bad thing in something like this. It claims that they have insulation on the floor, and we've got here electrical ignition, a spark. All vehicles have that. Also, I mean, it stops working after a while. Now here we've got what I'd have to call a clever sink. It's deep, it's as big as you can expect in a camper van, and it's got a proper drainage hole. A pity they didn't think of that one for the shower. On the other hand, this thing here is far too big and chunky for a vehicle like in here. I feel that should be smaller. It says here there's a water pistol, not water pistol, a water filter system, and it's got LED lighting which can be dimmed throughout. Every van has got LED lighting, but not all of them have got dimmer switches, and mine has, but most, in fact I have to say most don't. Right, come on the back. So soft close with electrical. I don't like them myself because they take too long, but okay, somebody might want them. And this says that there's no cold bridges. That is to say that between insulation layers, because obviously you sort of stick it on, and it should be the way it's actually the insulation's done. It's sort of done one there, and there should be no space between the two. Again, you would expect that. 10-year water ingress guarantee. That is very good. I do find that quite attractive, actually. 10-year guarantee. Although, if you start sticking stuff on the top, such as solar panels, then that will invalid. Sorry, I think it will. It could. Okay, it make the guarantee invalid. I think invalidate it. Sorry, not make it invalid. Invalidate. Right, in here we've got space for two big gas cylinders, and that'll go for ages unless it's really cold. So we've got a charger for the habitation batteries. Actually, there's quite a lot of brands that don't offer charge. That's an option, an extra, which I think is pretty bad, really. And you can have the option of a lithium battery. If you don't have a lithium battery, in my opinion, well, if you don't need it, then don't buy it, but it does make a huge amount of difference. What's this thing here? Okay, I'm going to leave that. I don't know what it's meant to be. So, and up here we've got 12 volt and, sorry, the other way around. That's 230 and that's 12. So it's good they've got there. You could charge your bike up at the back if you wide it up appropriately. Okay, I'll show you a few more vans now whilst I am here, which come in all sorts of different sizes. There's a nice dog. Now, personally, I do like to have a van with a higher roof, because I think it gives you, when you go up, it gives you all sorts of additional possibilities. But one of the things is that it will lead to additional fuel consumption. And in fact, we only really found that out for certain, how much fuel consumption in the last couple of years. But it's quite significant, the extra fuel consumption even a streamlined roof will lead to. Campervans come effectively in three sizes. So you've got the small one, 541, the large 6 meter, and then you've got 636 centimeters as a version. And inside, we can do this here, 636 centimeters. So as is sort of now common, you have a lengthwise bed here. So as people are getting taller, particularly here in Germany, where people do tend to be much taller, then a long bed is a good idea. So width-wise bed. So it comes in standard height, which is about 268 centimeters, but there's the other heights extended, which may even take it beyond 3 meters. In a vehicle like this, we've got a bed which will move up and down. There's an electric switch, and if you want more space in the back like you have now, then you can put even a motorbike would go in there, but you don't have so much headroom. But if you want more headroom, then you can put the thing down. That's quite good. In some of them, though, one has to be careful, because the amount of weight that it can take may only be 150 kilos or less, and that can be a problem. Obviously, when the thing is in motion, going up and down, in order not to put strain on the motors, we don't sit on it or lie on it or anything else on it. You get off the bed. So here's a longer one with the same bed layout. I'm going to see if I can pull myself up, and you can see here, and this is a bed that will move up and down. But it does give this, I mean, it's a huge amount of space, really. Yeah, another lengthwise beds, and here we have one with the extended roof height, and when it's got an extended height, it's only a 6 meter van at that. You can see we have the bed which will go up and down, but up the top we've got all of this space as well. So this, if you want to use the back, can give enormous amount of space. On the downside here, I see they've put extra stuff in here, which might, I think personally, is actually taking away some of the advantage of the vehicle for having lots of space. Of course, one could argue, okay, I'm going to the electrics have to go somewhere, and where else is one going to put them? Here is the water tank. And it's unusual that one has access to a water tank like that. What I will do now, I think I'll have a look here and to see the outside. Always an electric door in action, and alright, another high roof, 6 meters in length. And once more, we have the stuff in the boot. Of course, it's got to go somewhere. So that is what this has is a shower in the middle. And again, I mean, if the shower in the middle, I don't say that's a problem. It's in the corridor. You're either walking down the shower or you're walking in the corridor. You're doing one or the other. If there's two of you, of course, the shower does block you a bit, and so you have to come out via the rear end. Anyway, I'll show this in separate videos to where it will become clearer. So we have the 2-star vehicles here at the back. It's 2-star vehicles for this year, of course. Bed at the back, storage. And this one's got a high roof, which is something I appreciate. And I'll take you through the door here. I can see that there's no one in here, so that gives me a chance to walk in. So, as it's got this high roof, we've got a bed up here, which will come down to there. The bed comes down quite easily, and even it comes down, it's high enough to allow the chairs still to be used for sitting on whilst the bed's down. That is rarely the case. In fact, you can't do that. You have the extra roof height. We get all this extra space for storage, and this one here, there's probably some technical stuff behind that. I can't believe they just waste the space like that, as you can see. And the thing is, though, they have wasted the space above the cabinets. I think the thing should go right the way at the top. And yeah, I know it's difficult to reach, but if you stand on the bed, then you can reach. And I've got my shoes on, so I can't get together. And this, I think, daft here. Look, all this space up here lost above the shower. Once more, we see it's not very deep, and it's got these old drainage holes in it, which a lot of it's 2 of them. I've got to grant that, but definitely could do better as far as that one's concerned. You may say, well, what would be the point of taking it to the very top, the bathroom? Or maybe not, but something could be done with it. Personally, I feel, it's just me in this case, I do feel as though the bed here is quite low when you've got all the possibilities to take it up higher, and so it's that is a bit of a pity.
Ouais. Non.
Si, il y a un lit là-haut. Il y a un lit en fait qui se descend comme ça. Par contre, je sais pas comment tu montes dedans, mais.
Ah ben, en fait, si tu descends le lit là-dessus, ça vient s'aligner sur la deuxième partie du lit, tu dors en haut.
So, okay, so oh, the lights have gone. Oh, they put the music off. I was really enjoying that one as well. I thought that was a potential #1 hit. Oh, I'll show you in the drawers. I'm not sure that in the drawers. The other one I did, because I complained at the sizes and the walls, which I don't think are a good. I mean, it's a bit daft doing it like that. Anyway, for the reasons explained earlier. So there's a walk around the stand. You've seen some camper vans here from Knaus. I need to point out very clearly, I do not recommend Knaus at all. And if you end up having any problems, don't blame me. Not my fault. But that's the star of this one, 541 centimeter. Bear in mind, the big point on this one is its very small footprint, which I think is, you can park it, once you can park it anyway, but it needs a lot less space to park than do many vehicles. So, thanks so much for watching. I hope you found that interesting. I upload every day at 21:15. And this is the largest channel for campervans. There are thousands of films about campervans on this site, and I try to show as large a variety as possible. As you have heard in this video, I actually point out the facts and not what the manufacturers want you to hear. So if you want the facts with bad filming, then you come to me. If you're just interested in seeing advertisements, then you can go to one or two of the other people who do this. Thanks very much for watching, and all the best from me at Caravan Salon Dusseldorf.